Oh,
Oh shit, we're live, live, live. That's right. Patrick, have Tito of you. Of course, the mighty Icelord, also known as Autobots. Roll. I can't even do that, Wes, man. My throat gets
you do a
it. You know,
pretty
when I
good
try to do
rendition.
it, when I try to do it, my throat sends a message to my brain that says, "Stop. Uh, just stop. Send that over to Wes."
Oh man. Well, hey, I appreciate it. You've given me a task, and what can I say? I appreciate that, man. It's fun. Every time I get to say it, it's fun for me. So I always love saying stuff in the deep voice.
Yeah, man, you got the perfect voice for it, man. You got that DJ voice, 12 o'clock midnight, and you're sitting
Yeah.
there and you're thinking, this is all this I'm sending this track out to all you folks out there in Lovers Lane. And the
Right.
guys are going like, oh, I'm getting lucky tonight. And the girls are sitting there, the girls are thinking, God, I'm gonna be fantasizing about that DJ.
Well, I've been told I have the face for radio, so I might have missed my calling. I mean, I should have gotten into that.
Man, there was a guy here, Wes. There was a guy when I first moved to Detroit. Um, and he had one of those voices, Alan Nash, or I think his name was, or something like that. And he
Okay.
used to come on there at 12 o'clock to 3, and he'd do the whole deep voice thing. And then, oh, but this guy, oh man, he just felt like all thing he needed was two pieces of bread, because that guy was cheesy as hell. I mean, he wasn't smooth or suave. He was cheesy as hell, but he had a great voice. The
Casey's here.
mighty the mighty Casey is in the house.
Woo!
Yeah, I was over hanging out in the cat house with Don Zombie and Larry the Cat Dad, and
Oh, cool.
Casey was over there shooting shots at me about Hereditary. I'm just sitting there minding my own business, and all of a sudden Casey comes over and goes, "Yeah, what about the Hereditary?"
Oh,
Shots fired, right? I'm like, I was I just wanted to talk about the Headless Horseman. That's
okay.
all I want to talk about. I want to talk about the Headless Horseman. And
As I recall, you don't really like Hereditary, do you?
no, Hereditary is not one of my favorites. I
Okay.
I
Okay.
just think I think it's just way overacted. Tony Collette that's the worst performance I've ever seen. And they have Gabriel Byrne, and don't give him anything to do at all. I mean, nothing to do at all. It was just the movie was too long. It was just it was terrible. It was just a bad movie. But the thing is, it was a
I
bad
get it.
movie. It's a
I
bad movie with a waste of a great cast. The cast is great. I mean,
sure.
Tony Collette. Come on, seriously.
Yeah.
Uh, how many great movies has Tony Collette done? I can't even count.
Oh, a
But
hell of a lot of
but
them.
but she did go Al Pacino in Hereditary. She was chewing the grass.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
she was shouting all her lines, and you know, it just didn't work for me. It was just like, man, this is terrible.
It's cool, man. It's cool. And plus it's A24, which I know that's not your cup of tea really either, or is it?
It's funny you mentioned that, because right before the show, I showed you my closet, and I thought,
Yes.
one of the things I could do for the Ice Lord today, and of course it'll make it sort of fast, but I'm not sure if you ever saw my A24 collection.
No, I haven't.
Good thing you asked about that.
I'm glad
I,
to,
I,
yeah.
I'll take over the chat while I attempt to put these in somewhat.
You got it, man. You got it. Please, yes. Anthony Chobot, hello. How do you do, sir? Good to see you. How are you doing? I can't select the chat, but how are you doing, Anthony? Nightmare Christie Instagram got terminated. Oh no, that's bad news.
What happened?
Nightmare Christie Instagram got terminated. I don't know if I follow her. Is she one of your favorite gals, Anthony?
I think she turned off her account, Anthony. I think she turned it off while she's on
Oh,
vacation.
that'll help, help,
I think
help. Yeah,
she went on vacation, so I think that's what happened. I think she just turned it off while she's gone, because I
that's
saw the same thing.
Okay. Happy Optimus. Hello, how do you do? Good to see you this evening. Thanks for coming in. We're just about to peep Cheetah's A24 collection, which I'm going to guess is grandiose and wonderful, and I'm excited to see it.
Oh, man, this is so embarrassing.
No need to be embarrassed, man. It's cool. By the way, just went to my library, almost up to 1998. Yay! Congratulations, Anthony. Very well done, my friend. So
I thought we could do this. We'll let some people get in the house, and then I'll break it out, and you guys can sit there and say, "Damn, fat guy, you got a lot of shit."
I understand how that goes, man.
So, hey Prince, how are you? Yeah, I just think Christy, her Nightmare Toys, I think she put her account to sleep while she left vacation. Probably stopping people from trying to hack it.
Oh yeah.
But she's had some bad luck with social media. I mean, she really has, and it's really unfortunate. Nightmare Toys, their account's doing fine. Shit, every chance I get, you guys know this if you follow me on Instagram. I try to forward all their traffic on Instagram. I always try to forward it to mine. It's just a way to share it out. I share it out whenever I see it.
Sure.
Because Nightmare Toys they've worked their ass off. They've had some unfortunate incidents that have happened. Oh, hey, the doorbell rang. That
Hello.
could be a guest.
A guest?
Oh, no way. How the hell did you manage to do this?
Hello.
No, not a ghost. It's not a ghost. It's me.
Professor.
Hello.
But hey, here it is. The new original budget ballas right here.
Budget ballas.
Hey, I'm newly anointed as a budget baller, so I'm glad to be with you guys. Man.
Wes is one of us now. He's a budget baller.
How you doing tonight?
That's something I've been actually meaning to ask you guys. If someone buys budget releases, but only when there are sale, are they a budget boutique bala?
Yes. Yeah. If you want to go ahead and get one or two of the criterions for 50% off at Barnes and Noble, you still are a budget bala.
That's fair. Well, I always look out for those sales, but
that's all I do. Wes is look.
There's not a Barnes and Noble's close to me, so it's quite a drive. But I try to get it there when they have their 50% off.
I actually might take a run out there tomorrow.
I still look at those sales, and I can't take advantage of them because of the exchange rate. They're like, even if something's on sale, it's still way beyond my monthly movie budget, so I can't take advantage of it.
I don't. You know what? I look at it this way. I look at it. Okay, well, I know 1 week a month, I'm spending $6 for a bag sale week. And even that's not always a guarantee. I don't always buy the $6 bag. If they don't have enough movies to justify it, then I don't. So, but if they do, and there's been times where I've overkilled. If it doesn't, then I just get what I can get. But otherwise, my budget probably runs between $3 to $6. Not even that. Maybe $1 to $5 a week for what I get every week.
That's reasonable, man.
It's 25 cents per movie, and 25 cents per disc on a series, unless the series is factory sealed, and then my clerk gives it to me for $0.25. So a sealed TV series, it's heaven, because it's like I'm paying only $0.25 for that.
Wow.
Hey, Mika, how are you? Double Feature Podcast is in the house.
Hello.
Yes. That's awesome. I'm actually going to be sliding over there and over to Instagram here, and because I start thinking about August, like who am I going to talk to in August? And they're like my number one target to get to come talk to me in August. So I have to go over there and sit there and say, "Can you come over and hang out with us on an August 8 questions with?" And
Hey, Anthony.
I'm hoping that they will.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Um,
So is August better than July for your interview schedule, like for getting guests?
What it is for well, I don't know what it is because I because I've seen people just they're absolutely just they're rolling it. I go to different people's stream, and one of the things is that they have YouTubers. YouTubers will always do better in terms of interview subjects because a lot of their friends will come over and watch them. Like I had 101 Bronson come in, and shit, I thought its way to 250 views.
Nice.
I have an actress come in, and or an author come in, and it's 50 or 60. I think it has to do with familiarity. Like, do I know this person or do I not know this person? And the thing is, though, it's like you don't know this person today, but down the road you are. And like with Mike Ferguson, no one knew who really Mikey was when I had him on the show, but we all know who he is now. We all see movies that he's done. He's on his way to become a pretty big YouTube guy. He's on 2 different channels where he's blowing shit up. He's actually he's starting to become a pretty well known YouTuber now, as well as a movie actor. But he just started his own studio. His first movie called Stitches Give Bitches Give Stitches. It's supposed to be coming out pretty soon. But I like to think that the reason why it's so slow is because of summertime. I don't know. I think it's the lack of people don't know who the people I talk to. That's really what it is. They don't know who they are. It's like who are you talking to tonight? I'm talking to Melissa Sapienza. And unless you're into that indie horror, I mean, really into it, you don't know who she is.
That was a great interview. I think you familiarize us with a lot of these folks, and it's great. It's amazing to do. I mean,
I like when you interview people within the community because I'm familiar with them, but I enjoy when you interview people that I'm not familiar with because that way I discover who maybe to follow or to watch out for.
Yeah.
But I thought maybe July was not a good grab month because of the cons. Like July's a big con month.
Yeah, that's con season starts in May, as far as I'm concerned. It starts in May, and it's like, but I will say this though, I don't know how exactly busy cons are this year. I've seen a lot of people who normally would not be open at all to doing interviews or what have you because they're so busy doing cons or shooting movies.
Mm-hmm.
This summer though, I'm starting to see a lot of people with nothing on their plate. And it's interesting. It's like, well, how come they're not working, and they're not at a con? I mean, if you're not on a con, you're working. And the doorbell rang once again.
Whoa!
Oh, hey, Larry! Larry's on the chat.
The Horror Cat Dad.
Hello, yo, what's going
on?
Jonas!
What's up, dude?
How's it going,
man?
That's
right. Jonas is here from the Friendly Man.
Going good, man.
That's right. That's
Hugh
right.
Jonas. Or is it Jonas Hefner?
Yeah, Mr. Hefner.
I'll go over there to the chat real quick, say hi to everybody, and catch up. Hi, Larry. How are you? Hi, Brian Sanchez. You're new to me. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. Larry the Cat Dad, or Mr. Hereditary. That's right. That's right. Now I'm one behind the mic. That was a great show you and Don Zombie did tonight. Awesome show. And glad to see you guys all here. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
Yeah, welcome to the Nice Circle. This is the Nice Circle. This is a ongoing show that our friend the the Icelord has run. This is episode, 44, I think, right? 44 or 43?
Yes. Yeah, 44. I mean,
44.
technically speaking.
Technically speaking, 44. And real quick, Wes is going on vacation for a month, and he asked some of us to come up there and to come out and fill the ice, the nice circle. So what I wanted to do real quick is let you guys know, if you guys see the little ping right there, it says help us get the Icelord at 3,000 subs. So the Icelord has 2,950 subs, right? About that. So what we'd like to try to do, which in the 30 days that the Icelord is out there surfing and eating Mai Tai and singing Don Ho songs, is that we want to get him to 3,000 subs. Now, that's going to be a hard task to do since everybody loves the Icelord and already subbed to him, but we can do it. I firmly believe that we can get the Icelord to 3,000 subs by the time he comes back. So
that's very kind of you, sir.
Oh man, hell yeah, man! We do it. It's how we roll here. We do it for family.
Awesome.
Lazy Cheetah's in the house. Famed artist Lazy Cheetah. And there's Ant Review Things, another one of the Friendly Men crew.
One of my coworkers.
That's
Ant
right.
is correct.
Man, that was a great show you guys did with me with Concrete Spew, man. That thing was tight.
They're calling you. They're calling you, Ant.
See, Ant go up.
They're calling you.
I think he will probably be coming up a little later once James gets done doing what he needs to do.
I think James is. I think he's busy kissing right now.
Oh, is he? Oh, he's on a date, is he? I know that he tried to sit there and say that he said he might be getting ready for punk rock tacos tomorrow.
Yeah, and he's also going to be kissing over there too.
Kissing all over the place, man.
Is he going to put up a kissing booth, or what's going on there?
I mean, he might as well.
Awesome.
James is hitting the ground on both feet, and good to see.
So James helping build the kissing booth. Okay, cool.
Cool. James is right there. So they'll be coming up here anytime they want to. I sent James the link, and so whenever they're ready to come up, they are more than welcome to do so. And then James can talk to us about his kissing date. And Larry says, "It's great to see you on a stream, Professor." Yes, on a stream. Yeah. So if you guys can all help us out with the 50 people that we can get the Icelord, that will be amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link to the Icelord so you guys can all spread it out to your armies.
Yeah, this month I'll start sharing the Icelord out and making some events for him. So yes, 3K, we can do it.
Thank you so much, you guys. Hey, I mean, it's very kind of you guys to help me out like this. I kind of hit the wall, and I'm working on some new content, but when I get back in about a month or so, we'll be doing the 9th Circle on the channel as a regular thing, and hopefully y'all can be there, and especially Jonas, Professor, and Cheetah. I mean, and we try to have a big panel if it's at all possible. It gets a little wild,
Your panels are pretty lit, and I see that Jonas is almost like a regular co-host now, and glad to see it, man. You guys are, it's a good show.
And the long ones.
And there's the doorbell, and this will probably be the other two. Yep, the other Friendly Men.
Are my brothers here?
They are.
Okay, I need to behave now.
It's only me.
Hello.
Hey Wes.
What's up, man?
Barbara? What's up, Pat? Jonas, you owe me $5.
James is kissing right now?
James and our other special guest just went to Dairy Queen.
Oh. His
So
favorite.
they'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm supposed to represent the friendly men. So here we go.
Tomorrow night,
Good to see you.
tomorrow afternoon, the friendly men. Now, will you be there working this, for the punk rock taco show? Are you? Is the friendly men going to be working?
James is going to be filming it and live streaming it under Death Warrant's Facebook page or YouTube page. I don't know how that works.
Okay.
And yeah, I help book some of the bands and that. And then we're going to talk to Noah, the guy who runs it. If you want to interview him, me and James will talk to him tomorrow because he's knows all these bands. Like I sent you that one band, Awful, and you wanted to interview him. Well, they broke up.
Oh no.
So yeah, but he's like, that's how I know that band is through him. But yeah, we'll talk to him tomorrow. But yeah, I just help him out with like trying to get some bands and bringing people to the place, and we make the little funny videos.
I want to let's ask this for the chat. This is a good question to ask the chat. What was your guys' first band that you guys ever followed that you guys absolutely love? Like this is my jam, and then they broke up. What band was your favorite band you listened to, and then they broke up? And what was it? What was your feeling when that happened? Yeah, because I remember the first time you hear about a band breaking up, or or like when Queen broke.
That is a thought-provoking question.
That's a hard question for me.
Yeah, I'm at a loss.
Because for me, when all that was happening, I was too busy watching like Toy Story or something, So
Understandable.
All of it kind of happened before my time.
That's just Jonas reminding us that he's like 22 or 23, and we're not.
He's a spring chicken.
You're young whippersnapper. You don't know nothing, dapper whippersnapper.
I'm a chicken hawk. I'm looking for a chicken.
Well, I've got an answer for you. I don't know if I don't want to intercede or anything like that, but the probably the most devastating for me was when Faith No More broke up, but then they reformed. So I don't know, but I never got to see him live, so that was a bummer. Really loved that.
Me, I guess would be the Ramones because I never got to see the Ramones live. So but I don't know. Like, yeah, I probably have other answers, but that's the only thing that I can come up with.
Well, for me, it's Guns N' Roses. I freaking love Guns N' Roses, and they broke up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they came back, but they wasn't the same.
Macabre, what's your favorite Guns N' Roses song?
Oh, Welcome to the Jungle.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, love that one.
Nice.
And then November Rain would be the second one.
Mine's It's So Easy. It's So Easy is so that.
Oh yeah,
that's a good ass song.
Hell yeah. It's on Appetite, right? Or no?
Yep. Yeah, it's on Appetite.
All right, cool. That's a great album, man.
Wes,
now, how many of you guys there? I know we all talk about movies, but how many of you on the panel or in the chat? How many people still collect vinyl? Are you guys actively collecting it, or when it just comes your way, or did it go the way of physical media and you don't collect it anymore?
No, I still collect CDs when I come across one that I'm missing or that looks interesting, but CDs is as far as I still collect.
Yeah, I get like free CDs from like concerts I go to. Like people just give me their CDs. Like I have them all up here, but I don't purchase them because if there's something I want to listen to, I can just listen to it on YouTube.
Right.
I know it sounds like I have a huge CD collection upstairs, but no vinyl. I have some like my friends' bands on vinyl, but I don't even have a record player to play them.
That's the same with a lot of people, I think. I mean, it's hard to say whether or not collecting vinyl these days is like if you get an original pressing, that's a different story, But if you get something that's just been re-released. You know, I don't know. Is it all that it's cracked up to be? I don't know. Couldn't really say, but I do have a little bit of vinyl, but I'm not really actively looking for it myself, you know. I do have a little record player, but it's hard to hear, you know.
Oh, I got a bunch of buddies that have like a whole wall of vinyl records.
Sure.
And I'll go to their house and they're like, put on whatever you want, you know. And I'm like, oh, you know, Too Fast for Love by Motley Crue. You know, the original pressing, like, let's listen to this, you know, but I'm not. I collect so much other shit that vinyl is no.
Yeah, it's kind of like trying to collect laser discs. I mean, they look pretty, they have cool covers, but I can't collect them because I can't play them.
Macabro is correct.
Yeah. Y'all ever heard of Daisuke Beppu? He's like this big Criterion collector, and he has like every single release, including the laser discs. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Wow.
Well, we know what kind of baller he is.
Oh yeah, man. He's definitely a boutique baller.
Boutique baller. So how many of you guys have actually dipped into the Criterion sale? Casey sent me this on earlier on Instagram. He sent me from Vinegar Syndrome, and he sent it to me, and I looked at it. And it's this case where you can put your movies onto. It's like, you know, like a display case.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much they were charging for that? I mean, you're talking like a movie case that maybe could hold maybe 30 or 40 movies.
Oh.
$175.
Oh,
$175 for that. I'm like, man, that's just I don't, you know what? I can't even relate to that kind of money. I just can't even relate to it.
Does the thing talk or do anything?
Right? It should.
Does it massage your feet and make you a nice dinner?
Yeah, if you're gonna charge me that much, yeah, you can buy me a deep dish pizza. Our dad used to be a DJ, so we have a lot of his old vinyls. Mika says a lot of his old vinyls, the ones that we've gotten from around 100. So we got about 100 of the classic vinyls. Man, I gotta admit, I mean, I don't see them very much myself, but I still, you know, once in a while you still will. Like, you still go into. That's still one thing that the thrift store will carry. They will carry a lot of vinyl. The library, my library, never did because of space constraints. But the Goodwill and the Salvation Army next to me, they carry a lot of vinyl too. And there's some really old ones out there. You just have to check them out to make sure that they're not badly scratched. That's you know. Oh, and try to find a quality record player too. I think that's starting to become a little bit of a difficult thing to do.
This is true. It's hard to find a good component.
Hey, really quick, what mainly for Wes and Patrick, I bought this book for kind of cheap off the internet. I saw it on a thing, like some documentary I was watching. I haven't started reading it yet, but it's called Men, Women, and Chainsaws, Gender in the Modern Horror Film.
Ooh.
And it's like, it focuses on like, I Spit on Your Grave. I think me and Wes kind of talked about this the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. So if you guys haven't checked out this book, I bought it for like $6 off of, I can't remember the website. It wasn't Amazon, but when I read it, I'll let you guys know.
I'm still amassing that list for you.
Yeah, you still got to send me your list, Wes.
Yes, I'm amassing it. I have to go through a lot of the collection to make sure I get the right titles for you, man. But
no problem, no hurry.
Cool.
Take your time.
Are you guys making a trade?
Well, I'm doing a thing. Me and my neighbor, we're gonna restart Fucked Up Movie Night. I used to have Fucked Up Movie Night when I lived in St. Louis, and it went off without a hitch for a few weeks. But then I showed all my friends and coworkers a Serbian film, and I lost a lot of friends.
That's where that'll
People
do it.
I wonder what,
coming over to my house.
did you tell
Yeah.
him did you tell him it was a foreign film?
Well, it doesn't apply, but yeah, so I got a new list, and Wes has helped me out. Like, of course, Cannibal Holocaust, Jungle Holocaust. One I'd never seen before is Bunny Game. My neighbor told me about that, but the rest I've seen, like VHS, Pink Flamingos, Bad Lieutenant, Dead Alive, aka Brain Dead, Feast, Last House on the Left, August Underground. I've never seen. That's on the list.
Oh, wow.
Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Just
That's a classic.
Now, who was that director that you interviewed, and then you were hosting for his documentary shoot, Wes? That was now that was pretty amazing.
That was great.
Yeah,
Michael Todd Schneider.
How did that go around? How did that come around?
Well, he just got the idea after the interview we did, and he was like, I have an idea. I want to do something that's possibly never been done. He wanted to live stream the actual filming of the documentary he was finishing up called Last Maggot Standing, Hatched, and his girlfriend or his fiance, Indira, also known as Lucifer Sky, was going to be the one to interview him, and I was trying to host the questions, and I did a little intro and stepped into the backstage, and that was pretty crazy. They got wild there. I mean, they did like a little song and everything. It was very cool. They're really cool people.
Now they're probably in post production right now, right? They're editing editing the movie. Do you have any idea when they're going to re-releasing it?
Well, I believe they first released the box of maggots, and I have that. I'm editing the video for the unboxing, but I believe that it's available on their website, maggotfilms.com, in another form without the big box, because they have a hand hewn box with all sorts of goodies inside there. At least they had at least 20 of them, I think. And then now they're selling the movie separately. So that's what I believe.
The Hobbs has come inside the house.
Hobbs.
Box
Hobbs.
What's going on, Hubs?
Hobbs.
What's up?
So I got to take a minute off here. I knew I was going to be doing this tonight because I knew Hobbs would be here tonight. So I got to sit there and say congratulations to the Cincinnati Reds for sweeping the New York Yankees at Yankee Stadium. They absolutely dominated our asses. I was sitting there. I was amazed. And congratulations to the Hobbs. This team is definitely the better team right now. That's for sure. Yeah, I just had to sit there and say that. So back to the horror music talk. Box of Maggot. Now, what is that? I mean, is Box of Maggot? Does that have any relation to do with our old pal Dave Maggot?
I don't believe so, but it's a nickname that Michael Todd Schneider was given long ago, and it was kind of like, he was opening up about himself and did various interviews, and he's included quite a bit of previous interviews of actors and such that he had worked with. So it's more of a kind of an autobiography, if you will.
I think it's pretty cool. I have never seen anybody try to shoot a film off of a YouTube feed. I've never seen that before. So,
well, he separately filmed it. Like, we live streamed it on a separate camera, and he filmed it with another camera as well at the same time. It was really wild.
So he filmed the normal documentary, and then this will probably be like behind the scenes type of footage.
Yes.
Wow,
yes,
okay.
I believe so.
It's gonna be exciting, man.
Oh yeah, check it out. Go to maggotfilms.com. Good stuff. Good guy.
Now, hopefully, there'll be a lot of the Icelord in there. That'll be good. Are you gonna go in? Are you going in underneath Wes, or are you going in on the credits as the Icelord?
I believe he just credited me as Westmoreland.
Oh,
Yeah,
Get
but
in there.
that's fine.
I was gonna say, get in there and tell them to to credit you as the Icelord.
Right.
I have a general question about music. When's the last time you heard the Paul Simon song "Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard"? I've looked up the lyrics to it. What the hell is that song about? I think it's in witness to murder or something like.
I thought they were going down to
I don't
smoke
know.
pot. Isn't it?
No, dude. They witnessed something with Rosie Corona with him and Julio down by the schoolyard. Look it up, man. I have no clue what's going on, dude.
I thought it was him and Julio going down to smoke a joint.
No, I think they witnessed a murder or they raped somebody. Like, dude, read the lyrics.
Wow.
Look up the lyrics. It's really messed up.
There's a lot of tunes from back in the day that are, or have really twisted lyrics, and people are just now realizing it and, trying to put it out there. That must be one of them. I'm going to have to.
I've heard that song my whole life, and I watched the lyric video to it, and I'm like, what is this about? I think they witnessed these two young guys in the schoolyard, Paul Simon and Julio, like witnessed a murder or a rape or something. I don't know what, man, but it makes me uncomfortable.
Wouldn't the Bridge Over Troubled Water, wouldn't that be something like another similar title to me? I was like, Bridge Over Troubled Water. I mean, you think of somebody like underneath the bridge in trouble? Like,
and then what's the one, the night the lights went down in Georgia by Vicki Lawrence?
Right.
Another one where it's like, it's really messed up lyrics.
Yeah. Country songs, man, back in the 70s. It's funny because I was watching earlier today. I was watching the Ray, aka Rainbow Fright. She was having a show where she was comparing the 70s Stepford Wives versus the remake that was made in the early 2000s.
But Kim Basinger was in the remake, correct?
I believe she was with Glenn Close and Faith Hill.
Yep.
But the original one, the remake is played for laughs. It's a dark comedy, but it's laughs, right?
But the original is badass.
The original one is rough. Man, I it's funny. It's like I remember seeing it once or twice on TV, and I remembered it being, like I knew they were being replaced by robots, but I didn't know how extreme they were. And then we're sitting there watching the Ray, and they're talking about that, and I was just like, man, this is a very dark movie. There's no light there. I don't know, man. Lyrics. I mean, there's been a lot of lyrics that meant a lot of things.
Look up the lyrics to "Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard." It's confusing as all get out. Like, what happened to him and Julio down by the schoolyard? Like, there's more questions than answers.
I understand.
Thanks, Jonas. I see Jonas laughing at me.
No. I mean, what about today's musicians? I mean, hip hop probably gets to do it a lot better than anybody else. But back in the 70s, like I was going to say, country music was very much like back in the 70s, man. Everything that was coming out with a bad ending. I mean, a ballad or a love song or movies or TV. Maybe not so much TV, but movies. Everything in the 70s was coming out as doom and gloom. I mean, if you go back and listen to the country music lyrics, they said before you sing 3.5 minutes, and you got people like Jelly Roll on there now. But now, if you go back to the 70s, you had Conway Twitty, you had R.W. McCall, you had Buck Owens, Johnny Cash. I mean, they're always Loretta Lynn, Tammy Wynette. They're all singing about how my man left me, how my woman left me, and my dog died, my car got repossessed. It was like that for 5 or 6 or 7 minutes.
I'm gonna start a rap group that incorporates country music, and my name is gonna be called Kanye Twitty.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So you ever hear back to your point, Pat, you ever hear like Marty Robbins, you know, like gunfighter ballads and trail songs? Like they're so what I love about that is that they're so wholesome sounding, right? But these stories are fucked up. You know,
Right.
it's all murder and, you know, just getting killed and just,
Mhm.
you know, some hardcore stuff, man. That's OG, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems to be the fodder of lyrics is, you know, usually, I mean, or I don't know if it originated with the blues or whatever, but it might have been. I don't know.
That's
Probably.
what I miss about old school music. Because back then, songs used to tell a story.
Yeah.
You know, that would take you through this journey of whatever happened. And nowadays, current music's just like, hey you, hey you, hey
Formulated.
you, hey you, hey you. Just the same lyric repeated infinite.
Marty Robbins is one of the best storytellers in music for sure.
Right on.
I don't
That's
think
my
there's
personal opinion.
I don't think in popular music. I mean, I think so more so in 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 um in R&B and rap. I mean, I still think they sing, you know, especially if they get older. I've always said this, you know, you can always tell, you know, I've always enjoyed a lot of the rap music as the artist got older. You know, when they're young in their 20s and they have like 30 people with one microphone, that bores the shit out of me. But if you go back and you listen to like solo Cube records and solo Ice-T records and solo, you know, anybody, you know, anybody.
Patrick, do you like Body Count?
Yeah,
Oh,
I had that
yeah.
record. Yeah, yeah. So I even have a story about that, about Body Count. So Ice-T decided that he was, you know, Cop Killer came out and he was touring on Cop Killer, and of course all the cops were hating on it, and everybody else loved it, and you know, so he decided he was going to tour with this band. And a friend of mine across the street from there, he booked Ice-T and Body Count. I was sitting across the street. I didn't have anything going on myself. I knew he had the show, and I didn't want to be around, you know, for having the club open up, you know, and so I closed it for the night. But I was still hanging around watching it, and there was more cops than there were people. People did not want to go down and watch the show because of the cops. It was the cops intimidating the club. It was intimidating. They had like 30 cop cars around, and they're all they're all wearing their uniforms inside the club. No justification for it. None at all. None
Wow.
at all. And so, you know, there's some people that came in there and listened to the show, but you know, you had, you know, for maybe 100 people, you had 150 cops plus all the ones outside. So
They
people
didn't
they didn't really want to deal with that, and they felt really intimidated.
they didn't want to be outgunned. They wanted to, you know, stay at an advantage and make sure nobody got rowdy.
It seems like
Same, right? Kind of reminds me, you know, it kind of reminds me of like whenever those Joker movies come out and they have just cops just swarming the theaters, just chilling there for that same reason, because they know that's, you know, going to be a
One guy
provocative,
shot up a whole theater.
or yeah, but not only that, but it's just going to be a provocative subject that's going on. People are gonna, I don't know.
Casey's saying that Body Count put out a new music video recently.
They did a cover of Suicidal Tendencies Institutionalized.
oh hell yeah.
And it's pretty good. And Ice-T like has his own lyrics to it. And it's pretty neat. If you never heard it, you should give it a listen. It's pretty
Is Ice-T asking for a Pepsi?
I don't know what Ice-T, he's asking for Law and Order.
All they wanted was a Pepsi.
All they wanted was a Pepsi. Now here's the funny thing about it too. Here's Ice-T. There's Ice-T, right? He's doing Body Count. At that time, he was doing Law and Order. He has done Law and Order for the entire run of the series. As a matter of fact, I think it's been him and Mariska Hargitay are the only two have stayed with the show from the very first episode.
What about Dick Wolf?
Huh?
Dick Wolf.
I love that name. It's a good name.
I'm not really, you know what?
Name. If I ever get pulled over by the cops, I'm saying, what, you know, sir, what's your name? Dick Wolf.
Right. Here's the thing. He's been playing a cop for 20 years now. And to me, I think in a way that should actually, sort of defanged him a little bit. Look, he's an actor now. He does a cop show. He plays a cop. He's no longer that. And on Ice Cube too. When Ice Cube was putting out the solo records, you can always tell when people are like when they're talking about this Lamar, Drake, and this Kendrick Lamar and Drake are having a beef about fucking what? Who's got more money? These guys ain't street.
Patrick, may I interject? I don't think you're the voice of reason on current rap music.
They're not street.
You're an old man who lives in Michigan.
Yeah, but I still got my finger on it though, Ant.
You do.
Well, from what I understand, Ice Cube was kind of starting to become vocal about how the record companies would manipulate him, and they wouldn't release his stuff if it wasn't raw and nasty and
But then he just like, are we there yet? And these family friendly movies and stuff. So it's like you wrote "fuck the police," but you're like, are we there yet?
You know what? And you look at this thing with Kendrick Lamar and Drake, right? And the only thing I can think of right now, and I'm listening to Hollywood Reporter talking about it. They're beefing and everybody else picking sides and whatever. The only thing I could think of was you're being manipulated, you're being played. Now all they want you to do is they want you to be divided, and that's really all it is to it. They want you to be divided. You think it's the brothers sitting there whispering in Drake's ear? You gotta drop a response. Shit, no, it's the record companies are doing it. Oh yeah, you want us to get you a video, Lamar? We can do that. They're just trying to they created their own controversy. That happened all the time in early hip hop. They're always, but you know what? But it was always sort of self-destructive though too, because it's like, look what happened to Tupac and Biggie. They got caught, in a manufactured feud over what? That East Side, that West Coast, East Coast is like, I could never get that because it's like, what does it matter? You're still dropping the same fucking words. The other one's dropping. You're not inventing the wheel here. You're dropping the same words as him. So what's the problem? I just, all I know is that it just caused a lot of dissension and a lot of pain and a lot of division. And they always talk about how music is supposed to bring us all together. Man, people work awfully hard to keep us apart. Especially.
Well, I guess my biggest question, Patrick, is: are you East Coast or West Coast? Where's your alliance? Are you, West Side? Are you East Side?
It's all about the West Side.
There we go. That's all we need to know. I'm gonna document this and send it to the authorities.
That's right.
We got to shut this down. We got to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah,
my guest of honors are showing up, I think.
Should we form a task force, the Ninth Circle hip hop task force, and then do an investigation?
Yeah. And then when people are like, hey, Ninth Circle task force, what are you doing? And we just yell out, "Woo-ha! We got you all in check." We do. Like, that's gonna be our calling card.
Hey, did James bring you some Dairy Queen, Ant?
I'm lactose intolerant. He bought it for himself.
Remove Ant from the chat.
Well, I'm not eating Dairy Queen.
I like Dairy Queen, but even in cold days, that shit melts really fast.
Yeah.
You know why, though, Professor? You know why it melts faster than normal?
Because it's not ice cream?
Yeah, because it's not ice cream. It's custard.
Custard's great, too.
That's Custard's last stand.
It's custard.
History jokes.
What did James get for himself?
Probably already ate it.
Yeah, probably some Blizzards with Reese's and shit in it, you know.
Yeah, a bunch of cookies. Just put all
Yeah.
cookies in there. Hey, dude, it's cool. Just put cookies in there. And he's just like hitting somebody, like, just put cookies in there.
Yeah, with his Reese's.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's what he calls it, Reese's. I call it Reese's.
Like the Rhesus macaque monkey.
Yeah.
They tend to put it, they tend to always overload it too. And it's like you sit there and say, I'd like to have light Heath bar, just or Butterfinger, just light. You know, you just want just a hint of it. Man, you get home and pop the top, and in it's like a whole damn candy bar, and you're sitting there going, like, "Where's the candy at? Where's the ice cream at? Because they ain't here."
That sucks. And
who orders the Heath bar, Blizzard? Old man, you're an old man. You're the only one in the history of Dairy Queen who orders the Heath bar.
See, in Mexico, we have the opposite problem. It's because it's Mexico, of course. They want to make the toppings last longer. They put less toppings on your order, so it's more Dairy Queen and less toppings.
Right. Okay. Well, we need your Dairy Queen, Professor.
No, I hate that. I want more toppings.
Right.
Okay.
I think where Professor lives, it's called El Dairy Queen.
El Dairy Queeno.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, thank you.
Icelord, what is your ideal dinner? Let's find out some more about the Icelord. What is your favorite dinner to have to eat? I mean, what do you like to eat?
Yeah, let's talk dinner.
Yeah, let's talk dinner with the Icelord.
Well, personally, I love. I'm a big fat guy. I love burgers and pizza, man. Those are my two favorite things to eat, man. Gotta say.
Are we talking
I'm a
like
simple dude.
Are we talking like thin crust pizza? Or are we talking about that fat ass deep dish?
I love some deep dish. I'll eat just about any type of pizza, man. Pizza is probably the pinnacle of my food obsessions.
Soul.
Yes, it is. I've eaten so much of it, I've actually become pizza. So, you know.
So what toppings do you get on those bad boys?
Is it true?
Yeah.
Is it true before you became the Icelord, you were also known as Lord of the Pizza?
This is true. Becoming the Icelord, I had to kind of branch off from that, but I don't know, man. I don't really know. I was raised on pizza, man. So
yeah.
it's very possible.
Now I don't know about Indiana having a good reputation for pizza. Is Indiana a good place to get pizza, or do you generally take a run to Illinois, to Chicago for good pizza?
You know, we've got all kinds of stuff around here. So, I mean, you know, you can go to Chicago for like Pizzeria Uno. I'm not sure of the big places out in Chicago. So we just
made this pizza in a grill.
Oh.
Yeah,
is that from
the grill? Eli made it in the grill.
Okay.
Known for the grill, yeah.
Nice.
It's awesome.
So, what's your favorite topping, Wes?
I always get I prefer Alfredo with chicken and feta and spinach.
Okay. So you're more of a what's it called? Customized.
He's like an art house pizza eater.
Yeah.
I used to get it from Marco's, you know. Love that stuff, man.
What about does pineapple ever belong on a pizza?
You know, this is such a contentious question. I don't want to divide the audience, so I will just say, if you love it, if you like pineapple on your pizza, go for it, man. I've eaten it, but you know, I don't ask for it in particular.
I'll be back momentarily.
All right, no problem, man.
See, the problem I've encountered with pineapple pizza is that they put ham with the pineapple, but over here they put
Hey, what are you talking about? Pineapple pizza, Macabro? No more pineapple pizza ever. How dare you say pineapple pizza? I'm with my friend Mark the Animal Nealon, okay? And he eats apple fritters.
You got to shake them up. You got to shake them up real good, James.
All right, so Pat, we filmed some stuff today, and we
had
had
a diaper.
It kind of was a diaper. We had to feed the star an apple fritter. He demanded an apple fritter.
Okay, so I just want to know this now. She brought in our super secret guest star in. So, what kind of potatoes do you eat on your pizza, Mark?
What? What kind of stuff do you?
What kind of potatoes do you have on your pizza?
Oh, what kind of potatoes?
Potatoes on the pizza. That's
Potatoes.
Well, Mark is a pizza.
Mashed potatoes.
Pizza. I don't know.
Mashed potatoes.
I hear mashed potatoes are great.
They are.
A mashed potato pizza. Huh.
I've never heard of it.
Mark is a fan of pizza. Mark, what do you like on your pizza?
Like pepperoni, and sometimes like
Talk louder.
like bacon is good, and sometimes like a nice barbecue chicken pizza is nice. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is pineapple good on a pizza?
That's a great question. What do you
I
think?
mean, it wouldn't be my first choice, but I mean, I guess some people are just, they just like that.
You got to speak a little bit louder.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird to me. It's weird to have pineapple on a pizza because it's like mixing like sweet and savory together. It's like, I don't know. About
Yes.
Yeah, they're both amazing on their own, but they're like opposite extremes, To
Yeah,
me, I love eating pineapple by itself. I'll do it all day. But
Well, before I
diaper
came
away.
on, they had a commercial on YouTube, and it was for Little Caesars, which is not pizza, but they're advertising that this is the only place you could get this, and they're putting out a pineapple Pepsi.
Oh,
Yes.
that's gross.
That came out last year, but I never got to try it because it always sold out. I could never find it anywhere.
Hey, Macabre, how was the Peeps Pepsi? I remember you taking a picture of that.
Oh,
That was good.
Hey, little one.
Very sweet, especially if you mix it with the Kraken Black Spice rum. That thing was a sweet bomb. But on its own, it was pretty good.
I'm almost certain you posted a picture of that exact combo too.
Yep.
Which that rum is really good. I've tried it.
Yes, was my favorite.
Okay, so what about at home, Wes? If you're home by yourself and you're gonna cook up dinner for yourself or for a date, what are you cooking?
What am I cooking?
Yeah. What's cooking in Wes's kitchen?
Well, I rarely cook, but I'm pretty good at making spaghetti, man. It's a simple dish, I love making it though, and that's pretty much the only thing that I am trained to prepare. So I'm not a gifted chef, if you will.
Yeah,
We got fireworks.
You can't go wrong.
Hey,
Woo.
What about you, Professor? You do some cooking. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Is Amp blowing up his garage?
That's why we left.
Yep.
My wife's gonna be pissed.
Oh, shit.
Stay over here.
Science experiment.
Okay.
Is that a flare, man? What the fuck?
So, hey, Macabro.
yes.
Now, this man is a big drinker. Huge drinker. Loves vodka. Tell him about the vodka you drank yesterday.
Wait, I gotta do this right. Oh, hi, Mark.
So,
I didn't have vodka.
all right, what did you drink yesterday?
I don't really drink anything.
Well, this guy is responsible for my first shot, by the way.
Yeah.
Partially me too.
Yeah, Jonas was there. I blame it all on Jonas, damn it.
I'll take it.
Brother Max is in the chat, and
Max.
he did a video on that gold Kraken rum that I've never been able to find, but I've heard that thing is very, very tasty.
We're supposed to ask you, James. What kind of Dairy Queen did you get?
Oh, I got a Reese's Blizzard.
I told you.
And then this guy got an apple fritter, and then I'm gonna take a look at the footage that I shot.
That's what took you so long? You were writing apple fritters and blizzards?
Well, we had to wait.
You blaming it, Mark? It's not
Because
Mark's fault.
there was nobody at the dairy to help us. They had to call and they're like, Pablo, can you come help us? And this guy had free popcorn at the supermarket.
And the guy's name is Pablo. James
It
is
is
correct.
Pablo.
Pablo's a really nice dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a local supermarket west. There was nobody in the back, so we waited for a long time just so this guy can get an apple fritter.
So James is probably in there going like, I need some apple fritters. James is Nathan Explosion. Like he's in there just like, We need some apple fritters.
Well,
Best apple fritters.
we don't have that in Mexico. What is that?
Mark, what is an apple? Oh, he'll show it to you. Mark got one.
Kind of like a donut,
It's
sort
very
of.
hard to
Like a
explain.
donut.
Yeah, explain what.
Delicious.
Well, you know what? Explain what a fritter is.
Oh, okay.
An apple fritter.
Mark, can you eat it on camera?
He just
Can you take a bite and describe it?
It's it's got like apples baked into it.
Oh,
Yeah.
good enough. Good enough.
Aren't they fried?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're like fried, like
and
deep fried.
creamy too. Like
Yeah.
The good,
Yeah,
Apple,
Mark's
cinnamon,
on the
mayo.
health stick.
the good ones actually are fried with apples in it.
Yeah, and it's got cinnamon and stuff and glaze.
Yeah.
Isn't
Good
isn't
stuff.
there that old saying that eat an apple fritter away keeps the doctor away?
That's exactly how
I
it
think-
goes, Macabro. Absolutely.
well, he started right now.
Macabro
Hey,
is
hey, did he get that apple fritter while I was over there too?
Yes, he did.
Okay, 'cause
Yes, he
that made me remember.
We got it out of the dumpster.
No?
Yeah, that unlocked a memory because y'all did leave while I was at Aunt's house, and
Yeah.
came back.
Yeah, I
like 2
stayed
hours
one
later.
night
With apple fritters.
Yeah, he saved money by diving in the dumpster. That's right. So,
Just kidding.
Got to get your fritter where you can get it, I guess, man. I mean,
Hey man, an apple
Fritter or quit it. I don't know.
an apple fritter will still taste good out of a dumpster. They're that good.
he loves them, man. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but he really likes them.
They're, they're good. They're good, but they can be really sweet, a little too sweet,
Yeah.
depending where you get them.
Mark loves sweet stuff. All right, so right now Mark
too.
is looking at Pat. Right now, you're watching live. Mark looking at his phone right now with all the beautiful women who are sending him his
Mark,
photos.
what are you doing on your phone?
Nothing.
What are you looking up? Are you playing Pokemon Go?
He's like, "I'll text you later, babe. I'm busy."
Pokemon.
He's looking at girls on Reddit because it's free. He doesn't need an OnlyFans.
Because
No,
it's free.
I did think about submitting his picture to OnlyFans just to see the reaction.
I've never even been on that site. I have never been. I don't.
Well,
You know,
tomorrow's another day, Patrick.
I've never been on that site. I don't know anybody who is. Have you guys gone on that site? Because I don't know anybody who's gone on it either.
No, I haven't.
never
Yeah.
heard of it.
I don't know anybody that's ever gone. on it.
Guilty as charged.
What's the one?
I know Mark
website-
did. I know Mark did.
That's because we had guests on our show who was like an OnlyFans model. So
What's the one website? If we all came to your house right now, if we all came to your house and we looked at your browser history, what's the one website that we would see on your browser that would surprise us?
It's a good question.
For Mark?
I don't know.
For
For
Mark?
all you guys. For all you guys.
I don't know.
Mostly YouTube for me.
Yeah, mine's YouTube. Mine's mainly YouTube.
This guy is cryptocurrency stuff.
no,
Yeah.
maybe a
South Park.
South Park cryptocurrency.
Okay, so Mark makes his own fake email accounts so that he could sign up for the 1 week trial for Paramount Plus just so he watched.
He doesn't.
This dude's an accountant. Mark the Animal Nealon is an accountant, and this is how cheap he is.
He's not lying.
He invests all his money in cryptocurrency.
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
But he gets free trials for weekends, especially when new South Park episodes are coming out. He makes a new email address and he signs up for free.
It's true. You can't make this up. You can't make this up.
What's the last time you paid for streaming, Mark? How many years has it been?
It's been a little while.
Like a little while, like years or months, Mark.
Yeah, I think it's by 12 months.
Nah, just a few months, you know.
Okay, so do all you guys have streaming services?
My parents Hulu.
I don't know. That's a question for my wife. I don't know.
No, you guys. We have Hulu here at the house. This guy's got everything because he doesn't pay for it. So
Well, I got on the Roku TV. I know I got like YouTube in that, but and we got Prime because but the kids watch that. I don't watch the.
he's watching Disney Plus though.
That's because I'm using someone else's account.
See, that's how cheap he is.
Way to go, Mark. Way to say that on camera.
Yeah.
So if there's anybody that wants to give Mark your Netflix account, please feel free to give it to him.
It's funny because I did do a month like Paramount Plus just so I could watch the South Park special, but I canceled after a month.
Yeah, he bought it.
Yeah, I mean, what else are you going to use it for?
Yeah, and I don't know.
It happens like
You're
that.
an accountant. Why can't you just purchase the streaming thing?
I can, but then I get the value I want out of it, and I cancel it.
That's understandable.
A week at a time.
Well, that's why rich people are rich. They don't spend their own money.
You know
Yeah.
what's funny? I'll tell you what was really funny. Well, not funny, haha. But I tell you what, I saw something yesterday that blew my mind. So I was on Instagram yesterday, and so I'm sitting there, and then it comes through my feed is Jake Busey. Like Jake Busey is Gary Busey's son. He starred in a lot of, you guys know who Gary Busey, Jake Busey
Yeah.
is. Starship Troopers, whatnot. So he comes up there and he puts out a video on Instagram, and his truck is broken down. He's on the side of the road, and he's saying, something happened to one of the pump lines or whatever. And he's sitting there, and he does this video about the truck. And so it's like a minute and a half, stream, and then he comes back with a part two. Part two, he's saying, well, he's got the truck apart. And he's got all this, like he's got like a half a thing of coolant, and some of it's 50-50, and he's trying to he's going to try to go down he would go down to the gas station to get more, and then he drops this, and this is really something else. He says the problem is I don't have any money.
What?
Yeah. Yes. Listen to this. He goes. I don't have any money. I don't have any money for this or for lunch. And he's brutally honest. He's brutally honest. He comes around and says things have not been the best. It's been a while since between roles, and he's sitting there basically asking if anybody can help me out on my Vimeo or what have you. I mean, it was really eye opening, to tell you the truth. And very humbling, because I'm sure it humbled him too.
Sure.
But he's sitting there saying, I don't have money for what I need, and I haven't eaten either. And so it was interesting. I something I was like, wow, you would never expect that to ever make the public airways.
No.
But there it was. And like, I know a lot, we all know this, we all been around showbiz enough here doing here and whatnot. Look, not everybody ever makes big money. A lot of people they make rates and stuff like that. They don't make the big money.
The A-list celebrities making all the money, and then the D-list celebrities don't really make much.
Right. I mean, he showed a picture of himself going to a con, but again, it's like, yeah, he's flying to a convention, but that's because the person's flying him there, paying him an appearance fee, putting them up in a hotel and meals. It isn't like he's flying there out of his own pocket.
Right.
And so, and even the money that he gets there, it'll probably get paid to him half of it might get paid to him beforehand or not, depending on who negotiates for him, and then the other money will come after the convention's over with. But between now and then, there was he was honest. I don't have any money. It was
and don't forget, and Pat, sorry to cut you off, but don't forget, like, divorce plays a part in it, and kids and stuff like that. It's really sad.
Actually, we would know.
Yeah, it's Gary Busey's son.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's sad. That's really sad.
Yeah, because what was the last thing he was actually in that we all saw?
Point Break.
Yeah, right.
You go to his Instagram page, and he's got listed all the credits that he's been in. They're all movies we all know and love.
Sure.
And I did a movie. I reviewed a movie that he did several years ago. Like, I think it was like 10 or 13 years ago, but he was really fun in it, and I reviewed it, and I thought it was a cool movie. But again, 10 to 13 years ago, and there's no residuals on that shit.
Studio take it all.
Yeah. It was just I don't know, man. It just stuck with me. I was sitting there watching it and going like, man, it's everybody needs a friend like Ace, and then he's like, well, Ace needs a friend today, and yeah, glad to say that there was a lot of people there to help him out. I mean, and of course you got you had your assholes on there too, making fun of him, and it's just like, wow, it's like everybody's human,
Yeah, they're real people too.
I don't keep up with gossip or anything like that, but was he canceled or something? Well,
Not that I know of. I mean, I not that I know. I just think it's just one of those things where they came out of the strike, and not everybody went back to filming. I was commenting. We were talking about earlier about conventions, and how every year the convention season starts on May, and all the conventions are full. Either you're filming a movie or you're doing a convention during the summer. And I started noticing people that normally would be shooting or doing conventions. I noticed that they're starting to do interviews.
Yeah.
Normally they don't do interviews during the summer. I have a hard time getting interviews during the summertime because most of the time people are filming. That's why it's tough. It's tough because they're constantly on the move, either convention or doing a new movie. So it's rough during the summertime. But
Sure.
this summer I've noticed that a lot of usual faces that I would see that you would be talking about a new movie are not doing it. They're not working.
Yeah. And I gotta say, being back in America, what took my attention the most was how many celebrities are in commercials now.
Right.
That really surprised the shit out of me coming back to the US. I'm like, hey, look, why is Jason Momoa and Zach Braff here? Oh, why is so-and-so here? Why is so-and-so? I'm like, man, these celebs really need money. So, like, they're really like, why is Luke Wilson in a Bud Light commercial?
James, I have a better question. What the fuck is Jonas Acosta wearing?
That's a robe. That's a robe.
You're like Hugh Hefner? You need to have
we've been through this. We've been through this before. You know exactly what I'm wearing, dude.
That's Jonas Hefner to you. And
Jonas, you think Jonas Hefner?
I did. I said that's Jonas Hefner to you, Mr. Ant.
Yeah, Ant.
One of those Jonas
Junior.
Hey, what's the? Hey, I saw you guys are to the Friendly Man real quick. So I see, and of course, because somebody dropped the ball. But I see you got interviewing the guy from who was it, Buster Keaton or whoever that guy's granddad is or whatever it was.
No, we're talking to a guy who wrote a book about Groucho Marx.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How's that going along? Is that going to be dropping anytime soon?
We haven't even done it yet. We're going to do it on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna edit it, and then his book was supposed to be in a movie that Rob Zombie was supposed to direct, but Rob Zombie dropped out of the project. So now we're gonna try to ask him what we can. I believe they're in production of the movie right now.
Filming it, and Jeffrey Rush is playing Groucho.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're gonna. That's all we got, and then like I said, we just filmed something today just for something.
Yeah, we got some more men things happening.
Yeah, we people been asking for this guy on camera.
Mark.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
Right.
Mark.
When are we going to get a Friendly Man shirt for Mark instead of having the Friendly Man in the front and mashed potatoes are great in the back? When are we going to get the Mark Nealon version?
Just Mark's face.
Mashed potatoes are great in the front and mashed potato greats are great in the back.
And it's just Mark's face. I would love that.
We do
Every day of my life.
How about for Thanksgiving? Somebody gives Mark the entire big bowl of mashed potatoes and just take a beautiful picture of him.
Dude, when Mark comes over, Sam will make him mashed potatoes just as a reoccurring joke. And we'll eat the mashed potatoes. It's delicious.
Potatoes are pretty cool.
Wes, what about you? What's your favorite holiday meal? I mean, what's your favorite one? Is it Christmas, Thanksgiving, your birthday? What's Icelord's favorite time to chow down?
Well, why not Thanksgiving? I'd say it's got the most diverse variety of foods. I enjoy Thanksgiving dinner.
So, what are you, a ham or a turkey guy?
Both, man. If it can be done.
My dad deep fries turkeys for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, isn't that
It is
dangerous?
delicious.
Dude,
Oh, I've heard.
Oh, it's
You know
so
what?
good.
I'm glad people deep fry turkeys on Thanksgiving because it gives me a lot to watch on YouTube afterward.
Yeah.
They just drop it in there and it explodes.
Yeah.
I think I've heard.
He's more on fire than the turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I heard the problem is that they don't let it thaw enough, so it's still frozen when they deep fry, and that's what makes it blow up.
The water and the grease will
Yeah.
make it blow up.
We smoke turkeys here. That's very good. Smoked turkey.
How do you do that?
Yeah.
Do you take the pieces of turkey and then roll it up and fry it up?
Yeah, right. Everyone just pass it around the Thanksgiving, the dinner table.
Use some zigzag papers.
Grandma and shit. Oh yeah.
Okay, so favorite. Okay, when you guys go out to a sporting event, what's your normal fare when you guys go out? Do you like eating at a bar or restaurant? Have you ever eaten at a bar? Would you rather
drink at a bar? I
like bars and bar and grills, you know.
Yeah,
but bars do surprisingly have good food.
What do they call?
Yeah.
Awesome food that they give it.
You know, you can go to a random dive bar and have like one of the best burgers you've ever had.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's
man.
true.
Well, the place
hot dog.
me and James are going to on next week. We're going to see the Queers and Sloppy Seconds and the Boll Weevils at Reggie's, and Reggie's has a kitchen there. And me and Sam ordered a burger. It was like a portobello mushroom burger. That thing was fantastic.
He ate it too. He ate the portobello mushroom burger from Reggie.
Really, Mark? That's like eating healthy. I'm proud of you, Mark.
All right, so I want you guys to go look toward the chat real quick. This is my only time I'm going to be able to shout out the channel. But I gotta talk about this. So in the chat is my friend and our good friend Eric from Hate Internet. It's Eric, and he and I are doing Sharks and Schlock month, and every Wednesday this July. I gave Eric 5 really bad. Well, I don't think so. I think they're great myself. But I gave him 5 excellent shark movies to watch and review. And he gave me 5 schlock movies to watch and review. And so far, people have thought that I took care of Eric. I gave him a quality shark movie called Swamp Shark. It's top notch. I mean, if you like shark movies like Jaws and Jaws 2, Swamp Shark's right up your alley. Go over to internet. It's Eric's channel. Check that out. That's awesome. I got Creepshow 3.
Yeah, I saw that. You sent that to me yesterday. I haven't
I'm
watched it.
definitely afraid of sharks, Patrick. I will never watch any of this content.
You have to watch Swamp
I'm
Shark.
definitely afraid of sharks. No, I refuse, Patrick.
You're fucking in Illinois.
Echo!
You have the Great Lakes.
Right?
There's no sharks in the Great Lakes.
Oh, I know.
I don't know, man.
I haven't chased it.
I've got a shark before.
And Jeff and Troy.
What was her name, Jonas?
I don't know, but I had to kill it because it was like a little it was a little hammerhead shark, and I'm not gonna just grab the fucking hook out of its mouth. It's going buck wild. There's really nothing I can do, and I had to grab a club and just whack it.
Wow.
Echo is here.
Echo is here.
Echo.
So you guys gotta go. You guys go. Let me drop this down here so you guys can check out this cool shit. Eric got himself a quality movie. I want you guys to go over there and check it out. Check out his video. His video was on fire.
Hey, Pat, I'm sorry to cut you off, different subject, but Mark and I had the worst cinema experience last week.
Oh, yeah.
The absolute worst theater experience of our lives last week.
What was that?
Well, go ahead, Mark. Tell them what happened.
We went to the theater and the sound was horrible.
The sound was awful. Like, the music was so loud, but the dialogue was so low. So we went to go see Bike Riders, that Tom Hardy movie, and all we heard was the music. So everybody complained. Nothing was done. I did not turn into a Karen, by the way, Wes, if you wanted to ask. I have
Yeah, you
hair
did.
like a
That was
Karen.
going to be my next
Yes, you
question.
did.
What?
I said yes, you did.
Shut up. I just wrote them a message on their Google,
No,
okay?
you didn't. No, you didn't.
You better be careful. You might get escorted out of there.
Yeah.
No, they actually Cinemark was. I was a Cinemark theater. They responded and they're like, "We are so sorry about your cinematic experience." So
Did Mark
What's
Nealon?
Mark
he
doing
went
on
to
his phone
Cinemark.
right now? James, what's Mark? Mark, what are you doing on your phone?
he's
writing text messages.
Since Mark
writing
Nealon,
text messages.
since
Mark
Mark
doesn't
Nealon
know
went to
anybody.
Cinemark,
What, Jonas?
since Mark Nealon went to Cinemark, did he enjoy a frozen Jack and Coke?
He did not drink a frozen Jack and Coke, but we did share popcorn
Well,
together.
they have them over there, Mark, and
Really?
I
Wow.
recommend it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's going on, man?
So,
Yeah, Pat. I just wanted to open up and be a Karen about it, but we were crying about it. It was terrible.
It's
yeah,
the
it sucks when that happens.
I want to say hi to Corey has come in, and Jeff Clark Jr., whose new movie Filthy Animal is being accepted from festivals all over the country, and it's excellent. It's excellent. It's a great short film, and I'm super pleased every time I hear him his movie getting accepted to yet another festival. This is actually
Mr. Dan.
it's a really good table setter, I think. To see what Jeff can do, and the future is bright. So that's a great short film. It's a great short film, and what's really cool, he did it in a genre that none of us ever see anymore. We don't ever. I mean, in fact, I'll even say it right here, and you guys might laugh at this, but think about what I'm going to ask you, and think about it seriously, and then come back with it. Is when's the last time you actually saw a faith-based movie?
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask when was the last time we watched a Paladin.
My answer is West Side Story.
I don't. You know what?
Good.
That was more Shakespeare, and I don't think that's faith-based. It's a good answer, but it's Shakespeare. That's Shakespeare.
I did watch. I watched the Nicolas Cage one.
It started with an S.
Okay.
Left
James?
Behind. I did
Behind?
watch Left Behind. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Martin. Oh, and then I watched Sound of Freedom, but that was put out by a faith-based company.
It was.
Right.
Yeah.
Sound of
Yeah,
Freedom.
but it wasn't faith-based, but it was put out by a faith-based company.
Right.
Uh,
So it's very, very rare. I mean, it's really rare. I've only seen a couple. As far as, and they were more mainstream. I saw the Resurrection of Gavin Stone, which is actually halfway decent for a drama, but I wouldn't call. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could call it faith-based, but it was okay. Well, the movie that Jeff did, Filthy Animal, it's so much deeper than that. It's daring, man. It's like it's like the last thing you would think anybody would ever put out in today's world would be a faith-based movie, considering how messed up we all are. But yeah, it's definitely worth taking a look at.
hey, Pat. Listen, Anthony is gonna. Jeff Clark is a film director, correct? This is your
Right.
friend Jeff. Well, Mark is gonna show off his acting skills to your friend Jeff because Mark can do anything
Oh my God!
he can. So, Anthony,
Mark,
give us a
do
call.
an impression of Bruce Willis ordering a McChicken at McDonald's at 10 a.m.
Wait. Classic
Wait a
Bruce
minute,
Willis
wait a
or
minute.
modern Bruce Willis?
Is it Bruce? Wait a minute. Is it old Bruce Willis or Bruce Willis
It
today?
doesn't matter. It's Mark the Animal Nealon. You're
All
gonna
right,
get.
it's all Bruce Willis. Go ahead, Mark. Bruce
Because
Willis.
I really don't want to see if it's going to making fun of him.
What the hell? How you're in the movie?
Oh, Okay.
All right, can you do Bruce Willis calling his grandmother? Yeah. All right. So Mark's shy right now. He can't bring. Hey, look. He says he's from the same town as Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay, how about Mark be Will Smith ordering a taco at Taco Bell? You're Will Smith.
Will Smith.
I
There
got
you
a
go.
Taco Bell.
Get that Taco Bell out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got 6 minutes to go. We got 6 minutes because our show was only 90 minutes. We will be back next week. I just don't know exactly where. I'm not sure if we're going to be here or someplace else. But our
What if
time.
we're in outer space? Wouldn't that be kooky?
Yes.
I can't hold my breath that long.
Hold your breath for 6 minutes. So, real quick, I want to say thank you guys all for coming out. Wes, our thoughts with you on your vacation, and if you need me or anything, you can reach out and touch me through the phone. I'm here. And just,
Same here.
Yep.
Hey, James, I'm going to Colleen and Nate's house for a bonfire. Do you want to go?
We'll see. I'm gonna look at
that's where I'll be.
I'm gonna look at the footage. So
All right, I'll be at Nate and Colleen's at a bonfire. I'd invite you guys, but you guys live far as shit.
I want to thank the professor for coming out too, for coming out and hanging out. This is great, Professor. This is the first time you and I have done something like this since the Midnight Society.
I know.
I know. If you come back next week, I'll do it again with you.
I'll try. Yeah.
Of course, as always, the friendly men coming in here and bringing the noise. Thank you guys so much. And thank you to the chat. Yes, Jeff is commenting about his film. Yes. I want to see Sound of Freedom too. I'm hoping I get a copy of that really, really soon. I
didn't get a chance to recommend one, but Beckman is a really good action faith-based movie.
Okay.
The John Wick one, right?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. I saw that one. And I thought it was pretty cool.
I heard about that, Beckman. Yeah.
I'm only watching if it stars Kirk Cameron.
I did say faith-based, not charlatan. So
wait, are you saying Saving Christmas is not faith-based and it's just a cash-in? What?
Can't you see the register in the background? Ka-ching.
Have you ever seen the movie Krampus?
Sure. Mr. Dan commented on a good faith-based movie too, Soul Surfer. Yep, that's a good one. She's still surfing that too. And Jeff is from the same hometown as Bruce Willis. That's awesome. I hope Bruce is doing well. All right, guys, we got to run because Delmonia will be starting her show shortly, and I don't want to be on when she comes on because you don't want to get pissed off metal soprano.
I'm going to a bonfire. James and Mark, I'll be over at Nate and Colleen's if you want to show up. You guys catch an airplane. The bonfire will probably be over by the time you get here.
That's right.
Probably.
Hey, I'll at
least
try.
Thanks so much.
Can I start my own fire?
I'm gonna take this out.
Absolutely.
All right, fellas.
It was good to see you guys, man.
Good
Thank
to
you.
see you.
Good one.
Good luck, guys.